Hi, my name is Jared Wattle from Pacific Outfitters, Eureka, Arcata, and Ukiah. Today we're going to be going over a basic breakdown of an AR-15. This is something that you're going to want to do after every time you shoot. The first thing you always want to do when you're working with a firearm is, of course, make sure that the firearm is clear of anything in the chamber and that it is safe to work with. A couple tools that you'll need are a punch, and I like to use one of these small little sunglass screwdrivers here. First thing you're going to want to do is pop this rear detent pin here. That's going to allow the upper to pivot on the pivot pin right there. Once you've done that, go ahead and take your punch and pop the pivot pin out. And that is going to separate your lower receiver from your upper receiver. At this point, what you're going to want to do is pull your charging handle back and go ahead and pull your bolt all the way out. After you've done that, you can pull the charging handle back and it'll drop down and you can pull that out. So now we have the gun in a few different pieces. What I like to do next is take my bolt and take this apart. So this small little screwdriver right here comes in handy. I want to reach in there and there's a little Carter pin there, and that is going to free up the firing pin. Sometimes you got to give it a good little pop. This is a new firearm, so it hasn't really smoothed out and broken in yet. On guns that have been shot, things tend to smooth out and come apart a little easier. So once you've taken your Carter pin out, your firing pin out, there is a cam pin right here. To take your cam pin out, you need to rotate it. And go ahead and once again pop it on your hand. And there's your cam pin. And then go ahead and pull your bolt out. So at that point right now, your bolt is stripped for cleaning. It's not completely stripped because there are a lot of other little pieces inside, but for cleaning purposes, after every time you shoot, this is basically as far as you need to go. Your chamber, your upper receiver, and your barrel are easily accessible right now for cleaning, and as well as your lower receiver. I also like to take out my buffer because carbon, dust, all sorts of stuff can build up in there as well. There's a little pin in here that you just push on and your spring comes out and your buffer comes out. And you can see now it's nice and clean. It's got the factory grease on it still, but after you shoot, that'll turn all black and gross.